without any further ado, I'm going to bring Denny Long, and he's going to come in and talk about something very special. Guys, I'm going to, you know, we have an entire 3 quarters a day. Denny, come on up, buddy. You're one of us. Come on up. Guys, give Denny a big hand. Thank you. No, we're going to get you the, buddy, are you kidding? We're going to hook you up. We're going to dial you in. In marketing, and I'm just going to give him this intro, and then after that, Denny's going to spend a couple of minutes and talk to you guys about. There's a lot of different marketing ideas going on right now, and I'm a true believer of TV. I'm an incredible supporter of infomercials, and 30 seconds is going to become very, very, very difficult for you to take advantage of, especially this year, because you are coming to a political year. And in the political world, they are guaranteed the lowest rate. Now, the minute that they are guaranteed that lowest rate becomes a very, very high rate. Because it's other people's money. And they don't care. It's your donations. So the TV stations, what they do is they go, all their rates just go up. So for you dealers, you cannot buy them for less than a certain amount, and that certain amount is very high already. Plus, no matter what you can do, you cannot compete with Mrs. Clinton. She's got a lot more money than you do. So the 30 seconds is going to become a political warfare that you're going to have to watch Mrs. Clinton, you're going to watch Obama, you're going to watch this person and that person, and it's just going to get really muddy. So that being said, this year, you're going to have an incredible direct mail campaigns year. Now, there's good campaigns and there's bad campaigns. There's campaigns that work and there's campaigns that is just a waste of money. And what's going to happen is that you're going to have to look at campaigns that is branding, that you attach it to your infomercial, you attach it to your core value, you attach it to the core message that you're sending so people can respond to it, meaning personalized. And you also need to have some campaign that just brings leads. And one of the best, if not the best, in the whole world as far as direct campaigns and effectiveness and response rate and able to close customers and all that is the program that Denny is going to talk to you guys about. Some of you have used it in the past and got good results. And the #1 thing that I would say that influenced our success with ProMail is consistency. It was a diet. You know, I talked to 3 guys that are just physical specimen, the 2 Miller brothers and Pete. They're all talking about working out and all that. I bet that you guys are pretty consistent, aren't you, in working out? 3-4 times a week at least, about an hour and a half for each time. And here we are in a setting of a seminar, and you guys are like freaking out. Hey, man, we got to go work out, right? Because you're committed to that deal. Well, the same thing with us with ProMail. What we did is we committed ourselves, and we made it a constant diet, and all of a sudden the lead just became something that we counted on. The sun shines from the east, and we got leads from ProMail. And we kept it going on and on and on. And Denny keeps working on quite a bit of stuff to keep improving it, right? You never quit. Are you ever satisfied?
Never satisfied.
And I'm kind of glad that you're on our side because he is the brain. Give him a big hand, guys. The brain. Denny Long.
Thanks, Helmy. I appreciate it. It's happy to be here. Great to see all of you. I actually know many of you. First thing I want to say, kind of give everybody a little tip. You know, I appreciate Helmy's always telling me how smart I am. And one thing I want to tell all of you is I'm smart enough to know that I'm not smart enough. Anyway, on to direct mail. There are a number of major benefits to our direct mail program. #1, as Helmy suggested, it's blind advertising. We are not hurting your store's reputation with what we do. We use our own national brands, for example, Car Credit Network, Car Credit Express, Auto Credit Max USA. They do not know it's coming from you, so it's not going to hurt your brand. If you're advertising all the time, as Helmy suggested earlier, no credit, bad credit, bankruptcy, no problem, all of a sudden what's going to happen? Nobody with good credit wants to drive a vehicle with your license plate frame on it, which means they're probably not going to buy a vehicle from you. Some of you are probably familiar with J.D. Buyrider, which is a buy here, pay here group. They cannot get anyone to leave the J.D. Buyrider sticker or the J.D. Buyrider license plate frame on the car. That's not the reputation that you want to build. So, you know, that's one of the things that we do. I've been in the business for over 20 years. I'm an analyst. I like to analyze everything. I track everything. I want to figure out what works and what doesn't work. There are a number of things that we do before we do a direct mail campaign, and we do this for all the dealerships. You know, we're going to take out people that, one of two reasons, either they don't respond, they won't respond, or if they did respond, there's not much you could do with them. For example, and I'm not going to list off everything, but for example, someone that's had a repossession in the last year, typical bank won't do anything with them, so why bother mailing to them? You couldn't do anything with them if they did respond. Multiple repossessions, multiple bankruptcies, things like that we take out. I've also found a number of things that they just won't respond. They have bad credit. They just don't know in their mind that they have bad credit. I've figured out what those things are, and I take those items out. So if you call some direct mail companies, they might tell you that there are 50,000 people in your market that you can mail to, and our people are going to tell you it's 25,000 because there's 25,000 that you can mail to them. It's just a waste of your money. We don't want to waste your money. So we want to go after only the people that are going to respond. Now, probably the most important part of our program, and I'm going to bring my boss up here, CEO of Promax Online, John Palmer, to explain to you what's the most important key, and many of you that use our program know this. Helmy knows this. Every one of our leads comes directly into Promax. So you can work the lead within Promax. And for those of you, how many of you have Promax? Quite a few. Almost a majority here. So for those of you that have Promax, you know how much more convenient it is to have the lead within Promax. Before I do that, John, if 1 second, again, I've been doing this for a long time, and there's one thing that I've found over the years. I have dealers that absolutely love our program. John just got an email from Scott Pittman at Suzuki of Wichita. The email basically said, I love your product, I love your people. And the difference between someone that loves the product and doesn't love the product is what this seminar is all about. If your people are working the leads versus those that just want to sit there and look at a stack of leads or look at a bunch of leads in your system, that's going to make the difference as to whether you're successful or not. You know, these people that want to come to you and tell you how all your leads suck, you're probably going to fail because you've allowed them to tell you that the leads suck. I'll just tell you a story real quick. I had a customer up in Michigan, small Chrysler store, and didn't have a special finance manager, so he just wanted to try out special finance. He did like 2,500 pieces of mail, gave the leads out to his salespeople, and actually ended up selling 9 cars off of 2,500 pieces, so he did pretty well. Did that for a couple months in a row and actually was increasing. Well, then he decided to hire a special finance manager, so he brought in this guy that said, well, you know, I'm like the best special finance manager in the state of Michigan. Well, let me give you a tip. The best special finance manager in the state of Michigan is not going to go to work for a little Chrysler store up in the hill where you look around and you can't see a house anywhere. You know, he's going to be at a dealership that does a lot of volume. Well, the following month, they did not sell one vehicle. And the reason was, all of a sudden, this guy was cherry picking. He started looking, you know, these leads all suck, and he starts throwing them off and telling the salespeople all the leads suck. And guess what? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. All the leads suck to them. They didn't sell any cars, and the owner's calling me wanting to know how I changed the program. I didn't change the program. You got to work the leads. You know, I had another one of our customers call and ask me. You know, he said, you know, I've never had success with direct mail. I said, Tim, how long have you been in business? He said, oh, my family's been in business for 40 years. I said, and you still haven't found a direct mail program that you like, huh? And he said, no. I said, well, maybe you're looking in the wrong place. Maybe the problem's not with direct mail. It could be with your people. So we helped him with a little training and got him straightened out. And it's a major change. Tim does a lot of direct mail with us now. But one thing I have found over the years, and we are fixing that, we can deliver the leads to you, but in many cases, if you don't have a good BDC or you don't have a group of people that are good at getting on the phone, you're going to fail. We don't want you to fail. We want you to be successful. And Helmy may want to talk a little bit about this, but starting right now, you can have our direct mail, which I promise you is the best direct mail available in the subprime business, and Helmy's call center will take the calls, set the appointments, confirm the appointments, follow up after the appointment. So now it's just down to the sales process of once you get them into the store. Again, I want John to come up and kind of explain to you that what ProMax can do for you in working leads. For those of you that already have ProMax, might be a little refresher for you, those of you that don't. I will tell you, there's no way I would operate a dealership without ProMax. I don't think Helmy would either. There you go. There you go. And I know there's a lot of our customers in here, and I think they all agree.